Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we got a little bit of a shorter, but hopefully funny video that you get a kick out of. And that is a video about Tartarus's little secret, in that he's actually wearing a wig. So, what am I talking about? Well, first of all, to show you guys, we need to once again go back to the original Xbox and use a mod tool called Yellow Trainer, so that we can fly around during the cutscene and explore and, you know, interact with stuff, such as like shooting characters and stuff. If you remember my previous video from a couple of days ago, where we found out what that little secret marine screen was during the cutscene, you know, I showed you guys that was actually Johnson. And to figure that out, we had to, you know, actually interact with the cutscene a little bit to figure it out and watch from a different angle. But this time, we'll be focusing on Tartarus. So, here's Tartarus spawning during the cutscene. If you were to shoot Tartarus's head during the cutscene, you actually knock off his hair, his mohawk. So, basically in cutscenes, and I'll explain a little bit what I mean by in cutscenes specifically, but basically, Tartarus, his hair, his mohawk, it's not real. It's fake. Like, it's just like a wig that he's wearing that could be shot off. Actually, I think like a more accurate term might be like a toupee that he's wearing. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not an expert on wigs. So if anybody happens to know the difference between wigs and toupees and can clarify what Tartarus is actually wearing in this case, then feel free to chime in the comments. But point is, he's wearing like fake hair. So here's a before screenshot of Tartarus with his hair. Notice his arms too, because after we shoot off his wig, it actually like knocks off the hair on his arms as well. So he has bare arms after that, as well as a bald head, which he actually looks pretty silly in this state. But that is that's basically how Tartarus's biped works in cutscenes. So let's do that one more time and shoot up close. So there we go. Tartarus is bald again, and no hair on the arms either anymore. I don't remember if there's like any other like fake hair on other parts of his body that get shot off as well. But if there's anything similar to like his arm hair or his mohawk, then they would also get shot off at the same time. But let's get an up close look at Tartarus's bald head. It's I mean, it's just basically like the regular brutes without their helmets. The biggest difference, of course, is the rest of Tartarus's armor that he's wearing. But anyways, an up close look at his head, we could see he has a very shiny bald head without his mohawk or his wig on. And if we like look around the edges of his head, he has like that kind of hairstyle. Again, I'm not like a expert on hairstyles, but it's like that one hairstyle where like the top of your head is bald and you have like hair around the sides of your head. I don't know what you call that hairstyle, but that's the kind of hairstyle that Tartarus has on his head. But yeah, so without his hair, again, like he looks really silly in the cutscene. But that is that's what Tartarus actually looks like without his wig. Now, if you were thinking of doing this in gameplay, like during the boss fight and shooting his hair off or his mohawk off, then it won't work. You can try it many times, but it'll never fly off. And the reason why that happens is because this Tartarus that you're fighting in gameplay is actually a different version of Tartarus. There's actually two versions of Tartarus in Halo 2. Two different biped versions. But one interesting thing about this version is that even though you can't shoot his hair off, if you keep shooting his head, his body actually eventually flips over to a different direction. And I'll explain why that's significant soon as well. But basically, in Halo 2, the regular brutes, you know, there's different ranks, there's different variants that you could spawn, and they'll have like different armor, like honor guard or regular brute armor. But there's one other variant called the Tartarus variant, which obviously spawns Tartarus here. But this is not the Tartarus you fight in game. This Tartarus variant of the regular brute is only used during cutscenes, and that's why you could shoot the hair off. But the actual Tartarus that you fight in gameplay, he has his own biped in that case, and you can't shoot the helmet or his hair off in that case. But, as you see here, with these regular brutes, when I shoot their wigs off, their hairs off, it does actually spawn like a regular broken helmet, because that's what his hair essentially is, it's just a helmet. But when I shoot it off while he's dead, his body flips off the ground, kind of like what happened at the end of that boss fight that I showed you earlier. So it's almost like he has an invisible, like a second hair that you can shoot off, or like an invisible helmet. But he also has like another hair that's like permanent that can't be shot off. I think. At least that's what it seems like when I shot his dead body. But anyways, there you guys have it. That is a Tartarus' little secret, and it's that he's wearing a wig. He's actually pretty bald. So his mohawk, his arm hair, they're all fake. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and got a kick out of it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments. Anything else you want me to check out or look into, just let me know. But other than that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.